a lot of people use religion, and it helps them with structure. And like you say, it helped them move. And I was just going to say, that's good for them. The people who need it, whether it's the Nation of Islam or just Islam or Christianity, Buddhism, whatever, all power to you, more power to you, because they're helping you get through this thing called life. I ain't going to trip on you.
Right.
Because, hell, I was there with you before. I know what you're going through, but I look at it like this. The golden rule is what? What's the golden rule? Do unto
money, fuck bitches.
That too. If that's what you want it to be.
Do unto others.
Yeah, do unto others as you had them do unto you.
I thought we was talking about the golden rule.
What Wayne was saying. Nah, we ain't talking about Wayne golden rule.
It's crazy.
We talking about the other golden
This
rule.
man is so
But
crazy.
I just want to do right by people.
What's up? This is the ChoppedByT podcast, where we get real, raw, authentic conversations. I'm your host, T. And to the very far right of me, we got my brother, Sko.
What up?
And in the middle, man, we got the legend himself, Bigg.
Hey, legend. Hey.
Man, Bigg, you got a podcast, right?
Yeah, man.
So let's jump right into that. I want to talk about that first before we talk about anything.
Okay.
What's the podcast about?
Man, sports and entertainment, pretty much. That's the niche anyway. But once you listen to it, I'm getting into sports, entertainment, life, pop culture, as they say. Business, whatever really that comes to mind, whatever I feel like talking about.
Yeah. Demo told me some stuff. We was talking about your podcast once before.
Yeah.
He was telling me, man, sometimes he was like, man, sometimes I just look at Bigg podcast and I be like, damn, that shit is horrible. I was like,
I did not think he was going there, but this nigga's going there. Wow, that's crazy.
Comparing our shit to his, and our shit is so much better. I was like, what the fuck, Demo? How you gonna put breast shit on blast like that?
That's how you feel?
I guess.
Demo, that's how you feel? That's how you feel?
Now, Bigg, I know you hate me and everything, and we've been going at it, but you know damn well we done stood in Thirsty Turtle song together, and you think that's how I feel about your podcast?
Hey, man, you know, rappers always talk about how niggas be behind you,
I
man.
only
Bogus.
speak truth. That's it.
Okay.
I'm a Sagittarius. I can't even tell a lie.
She said it, so it must be a lie.
That was a good setup, brother. You need to go out there with Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle in September.
I drew y'all in.
That was some funny shit.
Yeah,
That was
did.
good.
I'm like, hey, listen, I'm working on my timing, my comedic timing.
That was a good one.
But really, what he actually said was, you do the podcast with people who, people who've achieved so much, and a lot of the times looking at your own achievements, and you speaking for yourself in that moment, to compare those two can be like you looking at this person who done achieved so much amazing stuff, and then you looking at yourself. And I'm fucking up the way Demo said it. He can correct me at any moment. But looking at that, it's kind of hard. It would be hard for him to do a podcast like that often, like that. That makes sense.
I think I feel what you say. Demo, is he saying it right?
Yeah, am I saying the way you said it, Demo?
Yeah, basically, because I feel like we talked about that. To compare somebody else would be unfair to you and unfair to that person. Like,
right.
so
I was just finna say that. I was just finna say that. Like it's man, it's humbling because I've heard similar things, but I'd be like, shit. I'm like, I forgot who y'all just had on the show, but he said something like, people would think you at one spot, but really you at another spot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I done it, but after you done it, what's next? Like, what can you do to top some of that shit so you won't be stuck just thinking, man, I did X, Y, Z. And that's the thing. Like, I don't come from folks like that, so I ain't never just thought of myself like, man, this nigga that did this. Oh, yeah, I'm here now. Like, nah, I'm like, shit, that was like some years ago. What can I do now to up that or at least get close to that? So, yeah, I appreciate it, though.
Yeah. Nah, I just had to put that out there. You know, sometimes Demo be talking shit about people's stuff.
Yeah, man, I know.
You can't let shit go unnoticed.
And he probably had just got a haircut.
Yeah.
And when you get a haircut, you know.
How these bright niggas be?
Don't start. I was gonna say don't start. There you go.
It's 3
Big, I didn't know you was on that colorist shit. But
We dark. I'm the lightest motherfucker over here. You know we dark.
Hey, I'm glad y'all got good lighting in here because I was worried about that. I said, man, I'm gonna be wearing black. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough. It's gonna be kind of tough, man.
Nah, but I think it's the way I feel about podcasting. I think it's an important space.
Yeah,
You know, I think and you know what shocked me a lot with this shit? It hadn't even grown to the level of what you think. Because you know, somebody like myself who love podcasts, I'm always watching every type of podcast. You think everybody watch this, but I was on the road with my brother. He's like, shit, I ain't listen to nobody podcast but yours. I don't really watch that shit.
right.
I was like, damn. That's crazy.
That's true. That's
and
true.
there's a lot of people like that.
They don't know. They like it's so young. You know what I'm saying? Considering, think about it. The smartphone didn't come out until what 2008.
2008, yeah.
Yeah, the first iPhone was like 2008. So our podcast didn't come around into the iPod. So you thinking what's this 2021? Like 10 years.
Yeah.
So had nobody like back then. Most of us, especially us that's up here, was doing whatever we was doing. We wasn't thinking about no podcast. Even though I come from the radio world, like, so I was always thinking about radio shows. But most people who are in the podcast world wasn't nobody thinking about getting on the radio,
Right.
like in reality. And that's what's dope about it. Like you ain't gotta have no degrees or none of that type of shit. No real training for it. You just got you got an opinion. You want to talk.
Put it out there.
You want people to hear it. So there you go. So it's just gonna get bigger and better.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just gonna get bigger and better.
I can't wait to see what it develop into myself. And you know something I was sitting up thinking about the other day. This ain't got nothing to do with podcasting and shit we talking about, but something I was sitting up thinking about the other day while I was riding down the road is that I'm too hard on myself. You know, you seem like a guy that's filled with wisdom and knowledge. I want you to give me some game. I'm too hard on myself a lot of the time in regards to like my status in life. There's a reason for it, and we can step into that reason later on. But let's just make this about me. I know you came here to talk about yourself.
I did.
But let's make this about me for just a little bit. You know, just a little bit.
Let's do it.
I'm too hard on myself, right?
Yeah.
I feel as though a lot of the people who took it upon themselves to take responsibility for me early on when I wasn't able to do it for myself. I feel like now that it's my turn to do that for them, I'm not there enough to do that. What advice would you give to somebody like me? Because I asked Go, and he don't have shit to say. He don't have shit to say.
So hold on, you didn't have nothing for him?
I probably didn't, because he be talking a lot, bro.
Yeah.
He type of nigga, he send you on an emotional roller coaster. He got you thinking about yourself while you trying to ask you a question about him. Like, nigga, I don't know,
I don't
bro.
even know.
You 28, I'm 29, nigga, I don't fucking know.
I'm trying, okay? I'm just trying. I'm trying, man. Shit, hell, I've got the same question. But nah, for real, that's a question, man, that I think a lot of people probably ask themselves. Excuse me, I had to sip my yak. And I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
I don't have the answer, Sway. Like, so I just said, because I asked myself that too. Like, it's people that I'd like to financially assist in certain areas that help me get to here, but I can't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe every now and then I can throw you some, whatever, but not like on no regular basis. But you got to remind yourself that ain't your job. Like, even if you want to do that, that ain't your job. Yeah. Like, that's probably why you not able to at the moment, because you putting that pressure on yourself to do something for somebody or whatever that it ain't your job to do, because you got a kid, right? Yeah, you provide for him. do whatever you've been doing and more for him. Like, it ain't that other shit. That ain't your job to do. And whoever you want to do it for, they probably ain't even pressing you to do it.
Nah, they not.
You just think in your mind that's what you're supposed to do, but that ain't what you're supposed to do right now. So when it's time, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah. Big, you are 32? 33. I was going to say 32 or 33. So 28, 29, 27. what advice would you give because you said you didn't know the answer, but what advice would you give for your 28, 29, 27-year-old self?
That was just a few years ago, man.
Right. But I mean,
Like,
that's a long time, though. 6-7 years.
Man, that was a few, like
I mean, but still,
I'm going to put it to you like this, right? So, we all from West Tennessee, I believe, right? Mm-mm. Yeah. No, where you
I'm
from?
Nashville. Yeah,
that's right. That's
That's
right.
why he
That's
said your podcast was.
Yeah, he a Middle Tennessee nigga. But there's no disrespect to Middle Tennessee because I love the people here. I grew up here. You know what I'm saying? Like 5.5 years ago. So that person who came up here, I'd say for anybody that's, in their mid-20s and you just trying to find yourself, just keep working. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Keep pushing. Don't get stagnant. Don't get stuck in a lull and be mad at yourself or none of that. You gotta allow yourself to make mistakes. You gotta allow yourself to grow from those mistakes. Don't keep making them mistakes because then you a fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fuck up a few times, that's one thing, but every other week you done something stupid and here you go. You what they say, grew up a screw up. You really fucked up out here.
I know niggas like that too. They their own worst enemy.
Yeah, man. I know plenty of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I know plenty of them. So it's like I heard somebody say on a previous show or a show that or a future show. I don't know how it's orchestrated, but I heard them say, you know what I'm saying? Like people who go to prison is because of emotion. Sometimes, they make an emotional decision in their moment. And I got a family member like that. Love him to death. That's my partner. And he'll tell you himself when he did it, he hate that he did it because it was off emotions. Yeah. It was off somebody giving a call and he emotional and he just go move and it get him fucked off for forever now. He out, but that's staying with you. But yeah, just make your mistakes and grow, man. Don't trip on the little shit because you're gonna go through some things, boy, that'll make you feel like the world over. And you will look back. I know at 33, look, 5 years ago, I was down. I ain't up, but I'm far from where I was 5 years ago. So I don't even be tripping off that little stuff no more. But yeah, just keep going, man.
What's the key to success?
Shit, I don't know. When you find that key, make a copy and send it to me because I ain't gonna say I don't know. Success is in the eye of the beholder. It's just like relationships or whatever. Shit. When you know, I guess, or when you in something and you like it. You will know, but success, man, if you happy.
I think I got the key to success.
Make a copy. Send it to me.
I can't. I had to duplicate myself.
Oh, you're success. You are the key.
I am success.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think if you get me on your team, you're going to succeed. Will you agree, Scott?
I do. I got to give you that.
Well, that's good. I'm glad y'all agreed on something.
Yeah, ever since I've been around my nigga, man, my life just been
elevate.
Even though he get on my fucking nerves sometimes, but
Hey, I feel you. Hey, that's what's up.
I was telling Demo that earlier, my expectation is, all right, I'll put it to you like this, right? You know how some people say, I'm good at math.
Right.
I'm good at English, but I'm not good at math. I'm good at math, but I'm not good. My theory is, no, you're good at everything. You just decided to put more attention to the thing that you love. And it's a root to that. And it's the reason why I think that way. Because in the beginning, or not necessarily in the beginning, but in the earlier times of Homo sapiens, we were hunter-gatherers, right? Mm-hmm. Which meant we got on the land, we hunted, we gathered food, we gathered all the, the shit that grew from the earth, we gathered ourselves, hunter-gatherers. And in the moments, if you didn't know how to hunt, you was fucked. If you didn't know how to do whatever for yourself in the moments, you was fucked. Right. It wasn't until we started to be more less of nomadic people. We didn't travel around as much. It wasn't until we started getting these certain places we discovered farming and so on and so forth to where we start being specialized. So once you was able to sit down and grow your food and maybe sit and put these chickens over here and let them chickens have more babies and do whatever with them and grow your corn and all that. Once you was able to do all of that, then we start developing specialized things like doctors, lawyer, whatever come about, officers, warriors. So we start, developing these specialized skills or whatever. And with that came a sense of, I won't say dependency, but with that came a situation where people felt like they have a calling to do one specific thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You feel like because of the specialized world that we live in where you are this, you're this, you're that, we feel like, no, this is what I'm meant to do. Like, no, actually, you capable of doing anything. It's just up to you in the moments to do the thing.
Choices.
It's choices. So, therefore, I feel like anything that I want to do, I can do. It's just some things I got to put more energy into it. Yeah, and that's what I stress to Sko and Demo all the time. Like, bro, we can do anything.
That's a fact.
We don't need just an editor, one editor. All of us can learn how to edit. We don't need just one host. All of us can host. Mm-hmm. And we don't need just one anything. All of us can do everything. It's just a matter of applying it and trying to do it.
That's a fact.
I think it's important. Like, you know, what I got from it when we first talked about it, I feel like T was saying, like, it's important to know, like, a little bit about everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
You won't never, like, be in, like, a vulnerable position. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
You got a team, Bigg?
Man, and what we talking about?
In regards to your podcast.
Man, I am the team. I am the team.
You by yourself?
Yeah. I'm dolo, but don't tell nobody.
Do you just do audio, right?
I do a little bit. It depends. Like if I have a guest, most of the time we go virtual, so we can do that. But 9 times out of 10, if it's just audio, then it ain't a lot of video to it sometimes.
Man, this man Bigg, he really be everywhere though. Like he has the same spirit that you talk about, T, with guerrilla marketing. Because this man, he will go to a bar and go live from a sporting event. I remember when the Titans had made not their little playoff run, they big playoff run. Big playoff run. You know, he was working because while he was enjoying the game, quote unquote, he was neutral because his team wasn't in it. But shit, once the Titans won, he pulled out his camera, went live, and caught that moment for everybody. Yeah. So that was big, you know, to use that big. That was big for him because that's his product. He wants to be boots on the ground. Like he's a soldier. That's why he can do it all by himself.
I look at it like trapping. Demo tweeted something the other day, not trapping, but like being a mixtape artist. He had tweeted something. I was like, bro, that's exactly what I've been telling
promoting
folks
your
for
podcast.
Years. Yeah, I was like, bro, I always came at it like a mixtape, you know what I'm saying? A rapper, Master P, you know what I'm saying? Straight out the trunk with it. Like I can pull up wherever I need to pull up, cause that's what this digital space then gave us. Like with the smartphone, like the iPad, iPod, podcast, all that shit. It then generated so much, you know what I'm saying, attention, and you can use anything. That like we got a mixer, we got the same mixer, you know what I'm saying? Used to be you had to be in a big ass room and you need this and that and that and this. And now it's like, bro, I started my first show was on a laptop at my old crib in Ripley, where you had to call into a thing. Well, I forgot the name of the junk that I was using, but it went from that to calling on my phone. I was using my phone to record shows. Like when I first moved to the Ville, I go sit in my car. Hell yeah, I go sit in my car. I cut the record on. I talk for 20, 30 minutes, hour, whatever, because you can't have the car running. And if you do got it running, you need to have the air on low, especially because it's hot. You know what I'm saying? So then a train might come by or whatever. So you dealing with a lot of stuff, but I always was like, shit, I just want to do it. So however I got to do it, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to just, like you say, guerrilla marketing, I'm going to text it to a bunch of folks. Yeah. I'm going to go here with some cards or some flyers and say, hey, man, I do a podcast. Like, that was like the only way I knew how to do it. So that's just where it comes from. That's how it started.
Do you, as far as your business, I stress a lot with business, as far as your business structure, how do you structure your business in those regards?
Man, really, I just try to be meticulous. You know what I'm saying? It's something like this podcast thing when you're independent. It's like it's different because you don't have a marketing company or anybody taking payments for you on stuff. Really, especially when you just on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You just get it how you live. So what I can say as far as the business go, I sell merch. You know, and I got an ebook. on starting a podcast, and I used to teach a podcasting class. Shout out to the Nashville Community Education, which is no more. They didn't shut it down. Damn you, Mayor Cooper. Y'all didn't get the money. F y'all. No, I'm just playing. I don't want to get into politics. ChoppedByT is not responsible for the comments they guess.
Fuck it, we want to smoke.
Okay. Whatever about it, fuck it, they want to smoke.
Fuck that nigga.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but when it comes to handling that, man, I kind of learned on the fly. And I got a mentor who he big in business. He got like several businesses back home in West 10. You know, he real estate, bail bondsman, club owner, all types of shit. Shout out to Kilo, man. And so I just, Kilo, man. Shout out to Kilo. Nothing. Bail buzz. Bail buzz. Shout out to Key Lee.
El Chapo.
But man, like,
Let's go tell it. On the ChoppedByT.
ChoppedByT.
Where you
He
get
done put it
set
up there. Right.
They get locked up.
Feds. Big Christian went over here. He turned it to 12, man. He fucking with the niggas, turned it to 12, man. But I just try to be honest, man. I try to do right by people when it comes to business. But as far as a structure, man, I'm hustling.
Yeah.
I ain't no
structure. You just
I ain't gonna say it ain't no structure, but the structure is I'm a hustler, entrepreneur who learn in the game and want to just make sure anybody who do business with me in any aspect, whether it's merch or I'm teaching you something and all this other stuff, you know, I just want to do right by them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to have, I like good karma, so I don't want nobody to be like, man, Bigg, he fucked me over out of $200. No. I don't want to do that because I don't want to have to give it back.
Right.
I don't have to give it back.
I think shit, this it's so important though to I think the movement part of it, the motion, giving that energy to it, that's so important in it. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you hustle and you move and you always grind and you taking in the opportunity. I mean that in a sense that is your structure. Then you embody the ideals and the habits of a hustler. You just go in, you do that every day, and you wake up and you know I'm a hustle today. You know what I mean? Sometimes motherfuckers can get discouraged though. Like
all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's like it's almost human nature to feel that, you know what I'm saying, to have that doubt sometimes. Like I don't think you wouldn't be human if you didn't feel that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It keep you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? It keep you on your toes.
It does keep you fresh. Yeah, you're right. It keep you like, hi, like I think no matter who, even if you like Obama or somebody, like you feeling that, like damn, that I do, you know, and that's so crazy. You'll never escape that feeling.
Nope, because you want it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like when you want something, you ain't gonna. And then I ain't no perfectionist or nothing like that. Like for a while, Demo, I think I told Demo this a couple years ago. Like when we first started just chopping it up, like bro, I didn't even listen to my podcast.
Yeah,
like I record and I be done. I be done. I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna listen to it for?
He just got on my ass about that.
Yeah, because I don't listen. And then somebody will text me, somebody will call me and say, hey, bro, this ain't right. Yeah. Like one of our homeboys will hit me up and be like, hey, bro, your mic went out or something. I don't know what happened. I'd be like, damn, I didn't record it for a whole hour. And they didn't even know 17 minutes in that I missed 3 minutes, and then somebody hit me up. But that let me know somebody listening.
Right.
You know, I'm like, hey, I ain't got to listen to it because you listening, and you know me personally, so you would tell me. But nah, I had to tighten up, and no pun intended, but I still don't be listening. Sometimes.
Is that
do you think that's arrogance on your part to not want to listen to your product because you think you did it right the first time, or why don't you think? Or it could be because you don't want to listen to your voice, because that's how it was for me. I did not like hearing myself. Yeah. And I had so many people saying, you got a nice voice, I did not want to hear it, even going back to MTSU. So was it arrogance, or what do you think it was?
Man, a little bit of both. I guess you could say arrogance. It was more like you ever heard actors say how they don't watch their movies sometimes?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like that. It's like, I did it, and I know I did it because I was there when I did it. So I don't really care to hear it again because I said it and I heard it when I said it. So it's like, whatever. Like, you going to get what you going to get. But I should listen to it just to make sure ain't no technical issues like your mic fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a little, but it is a little bit of arrogance because sometimes I record, I'll be like, yeah, that motherfucker,
You know, you knew.
And then I have 7 views in an hour or 2, and I'd be like, damn.
For me, it was a little weird. Just sitting there watching yourself.
Yeah.
Watching yourself, like, cause you know, this is my first time ever doing something like this. So it's like, I'm looking at myself talking. I'm looking at my mannerisms, like just looking at all that. So it was a little weird to me, and it kind of
picking at yourself,
you know. And he was like, "Bro, you gotta look at yourself so you can get better." You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really, to be honest, I just started back going and watching them hoes.
Really?
You know me, man. I just like looking at myself.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know.
Like, look at me.
You gotta see yourself sometimes.
I had to even show my boy the other day. I was like, look at your dad on the TV. He had that.
I did Blake like that.
He threw something at the TV, didn't he?
Nah, he did.
Oh, okay.
He would, though. That's more like him. Motherfucker.
I did Blake like that. He said, "That's you." I was like, "Yeah, I'll be on YouTube too." Oh, okay. I said, "Dang."
All right.
This nigga turned on something else.
You want a cookie, Dad? Like, what you want? What you want from me, man?
Nah, but I do though. I think it's important to definitely like do that little self check. I think the moment somebody who is creative as yourself and got the personality of you, it's important to go back and double check yourself and be meticulous in that way though.
Yeah.
It's important because once you do that and your shit fine tuned and people are able to hear you, your most real authentic you.
It's OV, yeah.
You're out of there.
It's OV.
And, even going back to what we talked about with the business, hustling, that you got that part of it, but once you get that structure,
then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem then for sure.
Did you consciously not pick a team or you just?
Man, I just started.
Oh, you just
like
started.
I just hopped out. Like, so I got out of college in 2011 with a degree in communications. I couldn't get no job in Memphis at none of the radio stations. So shit, my mama, RIP, she was like, start a blog. So I was blogging. Like, then I don't know, she passed a year later. I was working little jobs and shit, man. I heard somebody say, you scared of death and all that, but when she died, it made me realize, hey, it's just, that's life. Yeah. Like, it's gonna happen. Whether I want it to or not, it's gonna happen. So be sad, mourn, or whatever. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Because if you don't, you would be a depressed, sad, lonely ass motherfucker if somebody close to you pass away and then you out here in this world that's scary already.
And they wouldn't want you to be like that.
Yeah, man, because you got to keep going. So I just, man, I was down. I was down. I was down. I can say this shit now, but I was down for about 3.5 years. I was fucked up. Didn't even know it really, but I was just fucked up out here. And then when I got over that and started realizing you got to live life and you got to make good decisions if you're going to live this life, that's when I got through it. But as far as the show, like, I just started recording one day. I just sat down. I found out what I needed to record. It's like, all right, cool. I'm going to record. And then I stopped life. You know what I'm saying? I was just chilling. Then I got back to it. Then I moved up here. And probably after about 8 months, I said, fuck it, I'm going to start recording again. And my first jump was it was about Lamar Jackson, the year he won the Heisman. It was like after his first or second game, I was like, yeah, give him the Heisman, you know what I'm saying? So I just started recording, but I didn't, as far as a team, I just never thought about it because I didn't know nobody who was interested in doing nothing like this in 2015, 2016. Like, my roommates at the time, like, they wasn't into nothing like this. They thought it was cool that I had a podcast, but they wasn't trying to get involved. So I just kept building and doing my own thing. And, I had a couple people reach out about recording at their studio and stuff, and I did that. Shout out to Jeff. And, so here we are.
What Jeff's studio called?
We used to be at Diamond Sound Studios out in, I don't know what part of Nashville, so don't make me lie. I just know it was near Rosa Parks. What part of Nashville is that? North? East? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's North Nashville.
North Nashville? Yeah, I knew it wasn't East. I'm bogus. Shout out to anybody from the Ville watching. I'm sorry. I ain't all them directions. I be like, hey, bro, I'm from Ripley.
It's like Northwest
I
Nashville.
don't, I don't know. I'm from Ripley, nigga. I'm here. I don't know. But
Ain't no East.
Yeah, ain't no East. ain't no East. I'm from, where you at? I'm on Spiller Hill. I'm on Watkins. I'm in Parkview. I don't know what direction that is, but that's where I'm at. But you know what I'm saying? It was out there. I don't know where they record now, but niggas was doing nigga shit, and so the guy who owned it shut it down. But yeah, now sometimes I record downtown at Lance J Studios. It's a Pinnacle building down there. Shout out to James Lewis. Man.
Is that the one with the window? Is that when you
Yeah,
be
the
having
windows.
in the background?
Yeah. Shout out to him, man. That brother been a good help. But yeah, man, as far as the team, if you're listening and you want to be part of the team, comment under their video.
I got a guy right now who will be perfect for you, actually. I'll give you his information when we get off camera.
Yes.
I love talking about sports shit too. I'll come on here and chop it up with you.
Man, what's up, man? Let's talk about it, man.
But the thing is, too, and that's what I was going to bring up, too. I have a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
I agree. I agree with what you said, but I also have a bone to pick with you about the R&B, the bogus R&B song.
The bogus R&B.
Explain that for T and Roscoe, because I don't know if they.
y'all don't know.
I don't know if they heard it.
You don't know. Oh, man. So, the song End of the Road.
You know, with Boys to Men. You know, yeah, you know that song.
Yeah. That good. That shit is bogus.
It's bogus.
Bogus with a capital B. And the niggas who wrote it, they bogus too. That's why it's bogus.
Damn.
So, look, what's his name? Babyface, L.A. Reid, and a few other niggas that's names is written on there as the writers. They green. They fucking with our heads, gentlemen. And don't let them do that to y'all. Cause that's what happened. So, end of the song. You know, when the bass dude get to talking all low, hey baby, you know, I know you gotta listen to the words. Cause that's what we don't do enough when it comes to music, especially black folk. We don't be listening to the words.
Vibe out.
The beat is nice or the melody is nice and somebody's singing and rapping good, whatever. We just
vibe out, yeah.
motherfucking bobbleheads. When it come to this R&B music though, nigga said on that song, he said, I know you went out and cheated on me. And I don't care. I'm not gonna go out and cheat on you. What he said was all those nights you went out cheating on me with those other guys. Baby, I know you did it. I ain't gonna go do the same thing to you though. Baby, I'm hurting. Baby, just come back. Baby, please. Don't leave. And then the other niggas in the background, lonely. Baby, I'm down on my knees and I'm just begging like, whoa. Then one come in, please, and we just singing it.
Yeah.
We at karaoke night, we just singing it all hard. I be like, bruh, why are we listening to this? I swear to God, I was riding around, song came on, and I called my cousin and I was mad. And I told him, Jason, if you watching, I told Jason, I said, cuz they done fooled us, man. They got us that song, Jaheim, you can have anything with with Nyx. You can have anything. That song right there? Yeah. Work my fingers all the way to the bone. Nah, all that shit. Why? What do you mean? I'm not gonna give you anything. I can give you what I can.
Right.
I can give you what I got. I forgot the other song.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
Right. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. What are we talking about? Demo, did you hear the other song? What was the other song?
It was the Keith Sweat joint.
Which one?
Which one? You may be young, but you ready.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
That was weird as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm thinking about it.
That's exactly what I said. I said, how young was Keith Sweat talking about this child being? Because remember when R. Kelly got asked by Torrey, do you like young girls? And he said, well, how
young we
he
talking?
Said, how young? How young we talking? Is it teenage? Like, come on. Keith, what is you saying? You may be young, but you're ready. At the time, Keith Sweat was probably about 30 something. So was you saying she was 21? Or was you saying she was 15? Like, hey, these are just questions that I gotta.
Let the world know.
I mean, hey, cause now you can say you may be young, but you're ready. But we need an answer to how young you talking, because you could be a pedophile, sir. Not saying he is.
We got to get him up out of there. We got to get him up out of there.
Man was singing to that wine on the stage when he was with Bobby Brown, talking about, "Ooh, you look so good to me." Yeah. That nigga's different.
He different.
Yeah,
Keith Sweat might be different, man. And there's some other songs that's questionable. I just think we need to dive deeper into the R&B conversation. And then some rappers who done said some bogus shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I be listening and be like,
Niggas done said some wild shit.
yeah. I have to rewind and be like, hold on. Did he say? He don't know what he mean. He don't know what he's saying right now. He don't know what he's saying. He don't know what he's saying.
Nah, it's a lot of shit. I remember I heard some shit that my first time, probably like a street rapper hearing them say some shit. Because people talk about Biggie and all of them, but them before our time. Of course, we listened to them like Pac and all of them, but I think I heard Boosie say one time, he was saying on something, he was like, he said, "I get one of my convicts out the hood to put some dick in your ass." That is extreme.
Hey, but
That
you
boy
know
said
what
he
though?
know motherfuckers like that. He said he know
Hey,
motherfuckers.
man, look, Ray J was the one on Power 105 on the Breakfast Club who said he go get his booty goons on on Fab that time. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I just don't know how comfortable I feel with having booty goons.
I don't know.
But it's like if you got some people who do that type of stuff, you know,
What does it put
who
you
they
on,
into.
like?
Yeah.
What are you?
You the head of the booty goons? Who the fuck want to be the head of the booty goons?
You the nigga who called the booty goons.
It's like you got some shooters, so you got some people that
Hey,
will
look,
do that
I
too.
don't-
And is that not the same thing? Like if you got some shooters, you can call them if you need to.
Bruh,
It's tough to have booty goons.
booty goons,
That's
bro.
next level.
Bruh,
Can you not be?
hard.
Can two things not be right? Can
Shoot
two
me,
things
bro.
not
Get
be
me
true?
shot, bro.
I don't know if either
Man,
one of
what-
them right. I'm
What
gonna
a
be honest.
mob, man. Get somebody to break my leg.
Don't call the
you
booty
tell a
goons.
nigga, man, I'm gonna send them niggas to come fuck you in the ass. Whoa.
I'm gonna leave you alone though. But if somebody told you that, wouldn't you leave them alone though?
Man, bro, I'm sorry. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize.
Y'all seen the Bulldogs joint where dude was like, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
I posted that shit. I seen where the one I posted, the meme I posted was like where you see motherfuckers in high school fighting at 7:10 a.m.
Oh
And
man,
it's like, it posted
what
that
did he
dude's
do
like,
to
what
me?
the fuck did he do to make them niggas
That
mad?
mad.
10 minutes in the school.
Like, bro, what did you do? What happened?
Nah,
you had to do
like,
something.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta think though. All right, let's just take it back. Demo asked a question. He said,
but the
"Can
R&B
two things be right?" Listen,
I don't know.
Can you be a shooter and a booty goon at the same time?
check this out. I think you can. I'm absolutely sure that you probably can. I'm sure there's niggas out here
They
like
definitely
that.
can multitask that shit.
But I don't know if it's okay to send anybody to shoot anybody. But I also don't know if it's okay to send niggas to rape niggas.
They
That's
both
wild.
felonies. They both the crimes.
That's
you
some
know?
diabolical
To
shit.
send niggas to rape nigga?
Like, bruh, have you ever seen damn, what's that movie? In Too Deep?
In
Yeah,
too deep.
when
Yeah.
he on the pool table,
Bruh.
Yeah, he put the stick in his
Bruh.
Was that the Terrence Howard joint?
No,
Nah, that's
LL Cool J and
Oh, LL Cool J.
His
Okay,
name was
okay.
God in that bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruh. That was some of the worst shit I had ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he
as
wild.
a kid watching
seen
that,
it as
I
a
said,
kid,
"Whoa,
too.
whoa, that's a pool stick. Don't do it." Oh God, like send a nigga to do something like that, but not that, because that was
Come shoot me.
rape.
He was wild.
Sodomy,
Though.
yeah.
He cut a nigga tongue out his mouth. and some more shit.
Yeah. LL Cool J in that movie. That was probably like some of the hardest shit I ever seen as a child. Like I done seen New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, all these hood movies. But hey, LL Cool J as God, that was dope. I mean, he didn't get killed at the end. You know, I wish they would have came out with like a sequel because he got arrested. I kind of wanted to see
what happened.
if he got Jay Reed back. I digress. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be a good movie though. They should come out with that. Why them niggas ain't too old?
Right.
Sell out Jay Reed.
Right, bro. That was one of my favorite little scenes, man. Like, he did a damn good job. And Nia Long, we done just got all the way off the
Hey.
rap talk. I'm sorry.
But raping niggas though.
What?
Bruh.
Like
That
sending
shit-
niggas to rape niggas, bro.
Hey,
I don't
bruh.
think we explored that enough, bro.
I don't think I want
Are we supposed to? Are we supposed to?
to?
What makes you wanna like? How do you get to that point?
How do you verbalize it?
Folks they sick, man. They sick.
he just
Did y'all? I just saw.
They sick, man.
They sick.
You just come to your nigga like, hey, I need you to take his ass over there.
Huh?
Nah, imagine him. Where?
Oh, him over there.
Because what could be more dehumanizing, like degrading, whatever, the demasculating, whatever for a man than you sending somebody. Exactly. Exactly.
Y'all watch Snowfall?
Yeah.
That scene?
Which one?
I don't know.
When they were trying
He
to.
said that scene. Which one?
So many.
That mean y'all don't watch it.
I don't watch it.
though.
Everybody
I don't watch it.
I watch it, but I probably ain't seen the
You
new
remember when they
joints.
Frank and them niggas stole the money from Frank and them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like season 1, right?
Yeah, they stole the money.
Oh, the
They-
game.
that dude.
Yeah, the big dude.
The dude went there.
See,
he
that
was
was a
beating him
long
up.
time ago for me.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
he was beating him up in there, and I forgot the dude's name.
I did too. He came in there. Leon.
Leon was like, I don't think he was like, I think he did it to
Yeah,
him.
he was raping the
He
nigga
ended
in
up
there.
fucking him.
He did. He was raping the nigga in
So
there. They
go
ended
back to
up
what
killing that
Debo
nigga later.
said, like that's how you can demoralize a person, but that's some evil shit.
Dehumanize, demoralize, everything. Pause.
Man.
The fuck?
Yeah, I remember that scene you talking about. He was in there fucking that
Yeah,
nigga.
because Leon stopped. Like, hold on, what is that?
It
Like that
literally
nigga was
sound
raping the
he
shit out of
breaking
him.
his back, and then like, bro, he was fucking the hell out of dude, bro.
Yeah, that's tough.
So yeah, man.
Listen, hold on, let me tell you this. I was watching Vlad TV, right? I was watching Vlad
He
TV.
won't let it go.
Hold on, I got
Niggas
one
do
more.
not want to stay on that topic. They like, okay, so right. These is all jokes,
Booty
people.
goes.
All jokes.
I
All
think this
jokes.
nigga was like the Godfather of fucking they call him the Godfather or something. But he talked about like how he was back and forth in jail and shit when he got his first sentence and shit for like something. I think he was out of like DC, I think. They call him the Godfather of DC. But he was talking about like how they was coming from the youth camps and shit. As young niggas like 17, 18, and how the youth would go over with the old niggas and the old niggas end up ganging up on them and raping them and shit. And they started their own little gang coming over, the youth did, to put a stop to that shit because these old niggas was out of pocket. Old niggas was in that bitch taking ass.
The old booty goes.
They was out of pocket, right? So they started their own little gang and they started fucking them old niggas up when they, when the youth started coming out, they was fucking their ass up. And he was like, but it'll be times when they'll fuck around and get one, it'll be niggas lined up, old niggas lined up
You know
outside
what?
of the door waiting to get some ass.
I saw that
man.
kept popping up on my feed. And
Yeah,
every time
on
it'll
Vlad
pop
TV?
up, I'd just be like, I'm not watching that.
He hit the I don't want to watch this content anymore. I don't want to see this.
Like I think because it said something about DC. Somebody from DC
Yeah.
talks about gang rape and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like,
Being
nah.
raped by 31 men. Seeing people be
I was like, what the fuck is this? What
That
is
is-
Vlad talking about? Let me not watch this Vlad one. I need to say cheese or something.
that's tough.
That's
though.
some fucked up shit, bro.
Oh my god.
Niggas do that out here in the world.
But it ain't nothing but motherfuckers to learn from their oppressor. But that's a whole
Yeah,
nother deep
yeah.
dive.
That's a whole
Yes.
other conversation.
You know.
Yes. Yes. You ever seen Goodbye Uncle Tom's Cabin?
Uh,
It's on YouTube. Y'all should check that out if you into shit like that. Yeah.
yeah, like that's all it be. But like I said, that's another deep dive. I think. Are you spiritual? Are you religious or anything?
Man, I grew up in the church, from
I know we just got done
Southwest.
talking about rape, but
Right. I mean, motherfucker
A
needs
wonderful
some kind of
transition.
saving after
Yeah.
that conversation.
Right, we need
let's
God.
put some oil on him, some blessings. I mean, I believe in a higher power, I guess you could say. I grew up talking about my nigga Jesus and hearing about that guy and God and, all that good jazz. But I say I meditate, I pray, I talk to the ancestors or whatever the fuck I feel like is the vibe that I'm on, that I need to be on to help me keep going. That's what I'm on.
that's why I specifically said spiritual, because I was gonna ask you, because there are times in my life where I try to channel the spirits of my the energy of my ancestors or people within my community that I felt like done great things. I try to who passed away. I try to channel that spirit of them, and whatever encompasses that. So I that's why I want to ask you, were you spiritual? How do you feel about something like that, or is that something that you try to do? I guess you kind of answered it already, though. Huh?
Look at him now. He learned it. I already answered it for him.
Yeah, I guess you kinda answered
I'm proud
already.
of him, man. Sko, you taught him well.
I do my best.
Yeah, I taught him.
I'll be honest with you. I do the best that I can with what I got.
There you go. There
Yeah,
you go.
I
That's
mean-
all we can do at the end of the day.
But yeah, no, like, so when you doing that, how do you, if you were doing that or in the act of doing that, does it come through meditation?
Man, it's a form. Like, right, I ain't nobody ever taught me how to do it.
It's just something you naturally pick up, right?
Yeah, like I never, man, I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know how to meditate or none of that. Like, a lot of shit, man, I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. A lot of shit we just be doing because we seen somebody else doing it that was older than us that told us to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like in church and stuff, when I used to see folk get their hands laid on them and shit, I'd be sitting out there like, I can't feel none of that.
Yeah.
I used to have the preacher that pop you on the head a few times sometimes and hit you in the chest trying to make you fall. I'd be like, hey, bro.
I did that shit one time.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, chill out, fool. I don't know what you want from me right now. Like, what
I fell out, though.
Oh, you fell out, Scott?
Yeah.
You bogus.
That boy fake and a phony.
I'm on the ground. I said, these motherfuckers be lying.
I ain't gonna lie. It was times where you'd be like, maybe I should just do it too. You start running around. You start doing the, the jumping up and down and stuff.
Man, look, I'm sitting there like one time, motherfucker hit me in the chest, and I said, doo-doo. And then I guess he said, oh, this nigga gonna fall. So he hit me again, and I just kind of called him. I was like, bro, I looked at him. I was like 13. I'm like,
nigga, I'm not gonna
what
fall.
is you doing?
You trying to push me
like,
down.
I'm not finna fall, bro. Like, stop. He hit me with one of them, when the Power Rangers used to morph.
Yeah.
He hit me with one of them joints. I felt like, he was the Green Ranger or some shit. But, man, I just talk. Like, literally, especially if I'm by myself, I just talk out loud and just say what I'm going through or what I want or what I feel like I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I heard Dick Gregory say, I don't talk to God like like some folks. Like, I'm going to talk to him like he my homeboy, like he my friend. Like, shit, hey, my nigga, or hey, cuz, hey, bruh, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm going, because it ain't no need in trying to make it sound good or make it look pretty. Like, if you talking to a higher power that you feel like, I already know you, if you supposedly made in their image or whatever, like, shit, keep it 100, because that motherfucker already know what you're going through. It's like if somebody came to you, like your kid, right? And you know when your kid coming to you for something. You know. Like, man, I know this nigga needs something. Like, I know he do. I know he wants something.
Hey, big head.
What you want? Yeah, right. Like, what you want, bro? Like, dear God, it's me again. It's your son. Like, nigga, what? What do you want? So
just humble servant. Nah, I ain't gonna say humble servant. I ain't been humble.
Come to you as humble as I ain't really that humble.
Right.
I need some shit.
Right.
I need some shit again, guy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like, my nigga, look, I know you did this once. Actually, you probably did about 100 times, but I need you to do that trick again, right?
Because you did that shit the last time.
That thing that you do so well that only you can do. Can you bless your boy?
Listen, dear God,
just come through.
I come to you as humbly as I know how. Listen, I know I'm not always that humble.
I'm trying.
And I probably ain't even come to you as humble as I know how now.
I probably could have been a little more humble.
Man, nigga just fuck his whole prayer up.
Nigga, I need $100,000.
I just need like 2 M's. I swear to God. I swear to you. I ain't gonna do nothing. I just need like 2 M's. I ain't gonna cheat no more. You get to say stupid shit. That shit does not
The moment you getting that shit, you the most cheating motherfucker.
Man, the universe be like, I ain't giving you this shit right.
Right, he already know. Like, nah,
you
nigga.
know I'm not giving you this shit right. Let's just be a little bit more realistic here.
And damn, what did you just say earlier? You just said some shit that I wanted to touch on a little bit in regards to it was before we got on this whole rant about God. We done been on a lot of rants.
You talking about booty guns before God?
No, not booty guns. Not booty
Okay,
guns.
let's not go back there then. We good.
Look at me. You want to go back to the booty guns. It's just because I know Sko like it. That's all it is.
It was about praying and meditating.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, what?
Hey, listen. Hey, we stopping shit right there.
I'm saying I know you like hearing about it. Not that you know like that you like doing.
Nigga.
I'm not saying you one of my booty goons. I'm not saying that you one of my booty goons.
I don't think anybody thought that.
I think Sko thinking it right now.
No. Like,
Because you're not, Sko. You
nigga
know.
said I like that type of shit. Like, what the fuck you mean I like that type of shit?
I'm just saying, if it was the price was right, and we'll talk about it later.
Everybody said if the price was right, you Bob Barker now. If the price was right, Sko handle that shit for you.
And niggas try to slide it in there and add something else. Sko like booty goons. Anyway, back to whatever we was talking about.
I forgot what it
before.
was, but yeah, that nigga like that shit.
Y'all was talking about the praying and meditating though. Like, how do you channel that? Like,
Oh yeah, praying and meditating, channeling that energy. So I think that all of this is a part of my theory on it, you know, because I think it all ties in. But my theory on prayer and meditation is that pretty much in these moments you got to. I think that you have to use all five senses. You know, in the moment when you manifesting and when you going into it. So what I do is I feel the thing that I want. I smell the thing that I want. I touch. I'm like literally touching the thing that I want. I use I can see the thing that I want in the moments. That's the approach that I take into going to manifesting the things that I want. I think a lot of people.
That's some deep shit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't listen to themselves. Right. If I told you right now, it's something inside of you. Some call it a spirit. Some call it a soul. Some call it whatever. You know. It's something inside of you that exists and that you just cannot understand. Because if I told y'all all right now, all y'all in y'all head right now, say hello without moving your lips.
Goddamn.
Did you not hear yourself in that moment say hello?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I heard Ron Isley.
Hey, but you heard something.
But I heard
right?
it. I heard
you
it.
You heard something. So in that moment, you heard that hello, right?
I heard that.
It's something to that. If I tell you right now, just nobody say nothing. Yell. And if you're watching this right now, do the exercise with the hello in your head, but also yell in your head without moving your lips, without saying anything. Just yell as loud as you can. Hear it, right?
I'm yelling like a motherfucker.
You yelling and you not moving your lips and nobody else can hear it. So it's something to that space or that thing that's inside of you. You just have to take the time. And that thing is powerful, whatever it is. You just got to learn how to harness that. And in those moments, when you learn how to harness that and see that, that's manifestation.
Boy, I thought this man had some pills back there in his bag.
Yeah.
I said, when Debo start
Party
doing stuff
pack.
like that? What is going on?
These podcasts run long sometimes. Sometimes I just got to pop one up.
What is you on over here?
What gets me sometimes with that voice T talking about when you not telling yourself to say nothing, speaking to you.
Yeah, that's scary.
Motherfucker.
Conscious. It's your conscience, your soul, your spirit,
Something
your whatever.
It's some deeper than that.
Like,
It could be.
Yeah.
It's like
It could be.
I always say it's like my higher self that I haven't like tapped into yet.
Don't know how to tap into it. I ain't thought about it probably. Or if you had thought about it, you thought about it and left it alone. You know what I'm saying? Just like with
I'm
a lot of
almost
shit.
scared to.
Hey, it can be an intimidating thing. You ever talk about, like, you ever look at the pyramids? And I always say, bro, if I ever go to Egypt, I don't want to see them motherfuckers at night. Like the pyramid and them big ass statues. Cause I feel like I could probably hear some shit from that. Cause a lot of you got tombs and stuff down there. My old lady went to Egypt and saw them pyramids and the tombs and shit like that. And she felt like, you know, that was some next level shit. Cause it's home. You know, it's part of home. So it's like some shit you end up accidentally falling into. And it'll take you there.
You know what I think?
What that is?
I think it's people in the world right now that it's people that exist, or maybe they're not people, but it's like physical bodies that exist right now on Earth that know everything, like every single thing.
But do they know that they know?
No, I think they like, and they are like guardians or something like that.
Okay.
I think these people know every single thing it is to know. Like you think about the Vatican and all these libraries and stuff like that just, you know, or all these different other places that y'all study history. Y'all do understand that there are parts of history, right, that we have no idea what happened. I mean, you just said the pyramids, right? We have no idea how they done this or what was the technology or how this happened. I'm talking about thousands of years of space in certain places in certain areas where they just do not know.
Well, you know, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
You know, like shit, when the nigga, what's his name, Alexander the hoe, I mean the Greek, when he came in and they move in Africa and burnt down libraries and destroyed so much. You know what I'm saying? Like they took a lot of that stuff it's in the Louvre, and then you got those other places in Paris and other places across the world that got all this information, like you said. And it's like I don't know if the world really needed
Nah, it's dangerous.
Cause it's too like some of this shit probably drive you crazy.
I need it.
Like once I started reading a book once. No, this nigga said he did.
Me too.
I do.
Oh God,
I'm on a need.
But
to
everybody
know.
don't though.
No, everybody don't.
I think I can handle it.
Yeah.
I started reading Behold the Pale Horse. If you ain't never heard of that book, just when you get a chance, just look it up. It's some real, not just conspiracy theories, but it's a bunch of different things in there. And the author is somebody who had a mysterious death, I believe. Like, it's certain shit, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
I don't even want to tap into
Yeah,
it.
like I read some shit, I probably got 20 pages in. I said, you know what? Fuck this book. I don't want to hear none of this shit no more. Because even if it is true, I don't think I need access to that.
Yeah.
I don't need access to that. Like my mind don't need that because we all only here temporarily anyway. What I'm gonna do with that? Yeah. And if you believe in reincarnation, when you come back, you ain't gonna know the shit you knew when you left. So I'm straight. Like, just let me know what the fuck happened to have genocide and all this shit start happening other than barbaric people. But again, that's another conversation.
Do y'all believe in reincarnation?
I do.
You believe in it, Demo? Explain.
I do. I used to, but I don't. Only because, like, once you're like, you have your physical body, which is dying, like every day, we dying every day. But then you have your spiritual self. I don't think once your spirit goes wherever it goes, like it ain't coming back. That's just, it ain't coming back in nobody else's physical body because that body has to be inhabited by another spirit. And two spirits can't take up the same body. I think there's a spirit.
Schizophrenic.
Huh?
Unless you're
schizophrenic or bipolar, you're a bipolar type person. Yeah. Like, I don't think two spirits can occupy the same body. Like, we have to rid out. Those are the things that we use, God and different things like that, or whoever you pray to rid yourself of that spirit, because multiple spirits are not supposed to occupy the body, the same body. So,
Gotcha.
That's my theory on it.
I like that theory.
Not a bad theory.
I like that theory. I just always be like, man, it gotta be, because you be seeing too many people who, like the kids, you know how we say, man, you done been here before? Like, bro, it's some kids out here that know some shit. Yeah. And they really be knowing some shit.
And they don't know how they know
and
it.
They don't even know.
I was looking, Tyra sent me some stuff on Facebook about a girl who was reincarnated that she was from a person that died in 9/11 or whatever. And she literally, it was a lot of unexplained shit that she knew that she didn't know why she knew and everything. So, I mean, reincarnation is everywhere. It's throughout every religious text and everything too.
That's what Jesus was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's it. Reincarnation.
I won't even say no. He could be right. I don't know.
I mean, it was in every Easter speech. He died, and on the third day he rose again. Yeah, so, I mean,
So.
Oh, well, that part, yeah. I thought it was something different than the regular.
No, you thought it was deeper than that.
Yeah. I thought it was deeper than that. I was like, maybe because he was supposedly born of a virgin woman, so maybe he was reincarnated through that. That's what I thought he was saying at first. I was like, damn, that's deep, because Joseph was a stepdad, and so. Shit, maybe Jesus was the spirit of another motherfucker. That's where I was taking it, but that ain't where we was going. So we not gonna talk about that.
I think I don't know. I don't know what to think, but I'm open to. I'm kind of getting to a space now in my life where I don't believe. I believe everything, but I question everything and I believe everything.
Right.
And I'm open to take the time out to try to understand the perspective from somebody.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know. That's why when Demo even said that, I was like, explain. Because I was like, I don't know if I don't believe things like that, especially stuff that I just can't understand. I don't know if I believe it or don't believe it. You know what I mean? I just don't know anymore.
I feel like you just don't know.
You just don't know. Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Because we speak through God. People do a lot of times in a lot of different ways. And
that's what I'm saying. That's the only way, because God isn't a person. God is a spirit. So his spirit, if you're willing to accept it and learn about it and build a relationship, it grows through you.
But see, when you say that, it's like what version of God? You know what I'm saying? Because God is different for everybody. It ain't the same per se. Like and then when you talk about God, it's like we talking higher powers. Or we talking about the God in the biblical sense? You feel what I'm saying?
It's the same thing though.
Is it?
Because
not to everybody.
And we had this conversation, me, T, and Sco, off camera, about the authors of the Bible, and even going back to Luck from the previous episode or whatever episode, Solomon, and whoever else is just like the interpretations of the Bible. This was the stories. The Bible is just a book of stories,
right?
But it's people's personal journeys of how they were in a space. Solomon being a king. A wise king, but also, his perspective of he could have 400 wives or 700 wives, whoever it was, because a lot of people was talking about a lot of different things in the Bible. In the comment section. But at the same time, us interpreting what we think of the Bible. But you have to read, before, because a lot of times what we do as Black people, we read one scripture and we say, and that's what I believe that was Luck's point, was that a woman will read one scripture, who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And they'll just try to manipulate a man into marriage, like what you were saying earlier, Sco. But it's like, did you read the entire passage? Did you read the rest of it? Or did you just hear your pastor or your granny or your auntie say it, and now you going around thinking that, not getting the proper context? But again, back to the point of the Bible was written by a bunch of different people. It's just kind of like, they made mistakes, but they allowed God to use them to do something good. So that's what the Bible is in it of itself. But I believe that God is a spirit. It's not a physical person.
What I meant when I said people speak through God, that's why I ask people questions. Because in that moment when I ask you that question, maybe in that moment is when God decided to speak to you and give me the answer that I needed. That's what I meant.
Right.
Just then when I said that. And also the second thing about the Bible, like that text is so powerful, and I'm gonna tell you why. Like, I thought about it myself. It's gonna sound crazy. I thought about it because I write and shit. I thought, like, man, I should write me like kind of like a little Bible or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I understand what the text is. It's something that is filled with so many ways to interpret something.
Yeah.
We say it's a bunch of contradictions, but it is, but it's just a text that's filled with so many. Because what Deja just said on the last episode and the way she interpreted that text, as opposed to everybody else, it's like damn. And I'm reading the comments because we went viral on TikTok or whatever, and they was all in the comments and everything talking about like 300-400 people on TikTok. I'm reading this person's and I'm like, damn. I'm reading this person, I'm like, damn. Every time it changed my mind, I'm like, what? That text is so powerful that it's something that can be interpreted in so many different ways, and I see why it's one of the most popular books.
Yeah, it's a lot of conversations that come from that.
Have you ever read the Quran?
Man, I got one, but I hadn't.
The Bible is killing the Quran.
Yeah, I ain't. My
He ain't gonna lie. And we talking about like stories.
Bro,
and we talking about the way it's written.
Here's the thing, though.
And hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh,
but
it's cool.
To take it into consideration, the Quran is also written in Arabic, so any English translation isn't going to be fully like
Right. It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
Fully on point.
Me personally, bro. Like when I hit about 16, 17, I had a conversation with my mama and was just like, look, she wasn't forcing me to go to church no more because she saw that I wasn't really trying to go.
Right.
Like this nigga, he ain't really trying to get up on Sunday no more. Even though a parent job is hey, nigga, you live over here. Most of the time that's how they do. But when she started seeing that, okay, he'll go, but he ain't really just trying to go like that. It wasn't forced on me no more. And it just came to a point in my life where I was just like, man, look, I'm going to go to church, but I ain't really paying attention to what's the business is. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the dude talking, it ain't connecting. And it was multiple churches. Like, it wasn't just one. It was like, man, I ain't really feeling what's going on because I never knew why. But when I got out of school and out of college and all this stuff, and I just started seeing how the world was working, me and religion, we was kind of beefing.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I got a Quran, but I ain't never really read it. I tried the Nation of Islam stuff and everything. Like I done been to the mosque and man, look, I was curious. I'm curious about some shit. I wanted to know what the fuck was talking about. But for me in religion, I'm like, look, bruh, I think people turn to religion when they need to find some type of structure.
Right.
Like you went to the
Some type of
military.
substance,
You know what I'm saying? So and like you said, that helped you become more structured in your life because you needed that. A lot of people use religion and it helps them with structure. And like you say, it helped them move. And I was just going to say, that's good for them. The people who need it, whether it's the Nation of Islam or just Islam or Christianity, Buddhism, whatever, all power to you, more power to you, because they're helping you get through this thing called life. I ain't going to trip on you.
Right.
Because, hell, I was there with you before. I know what you're going through, but I look at it like this. The golden rule is what? What's the golden rule? Do unto
money, fuck bitches.
That too. If that's what you want it to be.
Do unto others.
Yeah, do unto others as you had them doing to you.
I thought we was talking about the golden rule.
What Wayne was saying. Nah, we ain't talking about Wayne golden rule.
It's crazy.
We talking about the other golden
This
rule.
man is so
But
crazy.
I just want to do right by people. You feel me? Like I ain't really into the other, even though I know it'll probably be good to tap into some of that. You know what I'm saying? But I got people for that. You know, I got a spiritual guide, as they say.
I always say, like, if, being a Muslim or being a Christian, if that's going to make you be the best version of yourself,
Go for it.
go for it.
Go for it. Who am I?
Don't knock me if I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm trying to
Don't
help.
try to push your stuff on me. Like,
I can't help
I can
you,
be a
brother.
good person without it.
And you know what it be? You know what it is? They found something so good in that thing in
They
the
wanna
moment.
share
That's
it
just
with
like,
you.
bro, like you come on, bro. I found something so good. But what people got to realize is that's just not my story. And it may not be as good as to me as it was to you.
Right.
Religion is important, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's
whole concept and idea.
I think when done the right way, though, you don't push it up on people. You allow people to be who they're going to be because we all have free will at the end of the day. And you say, hey, brother, if you need it, I got it right here for you. I know where you could get it from. But if you don't need it, keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Yep. I done seen it done in so many bogus ways, though.
Exactly.
And it just
And that's
turned
what
me
scares
off.
people. That's
You know
what scares
I'm saying?
people off.
I done
That's what
seen
scares
it
people.
done
That's
in
why I
so
can
many bogus
understand.
ways. Like you got so many churches in the hood, and those churches don't do nothing for the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every now and then they'll do something, but they don't really. Because Jesus was fucking with hoes, and drunks and drug addicts
He
and
walking
shit.
around with the real ones.
Real shit. He was in the streets. Jesus was fucking with street niggas. Like, let's not get it twisted. So, if you a nigga that just come into the neighborhood every Sunday and Wednesday night and you talking your shit in this neighborhood that, A, you don't even live in this neighborhood. B, you coming in here getting money from people, then most of those folks don't even live in this neighborhood. And then you get your money and you dip. But you back here on Sunday with a like, I don't get it. Like, I never understood that. Like, as a grown up now, I'd be like, bruh, that's bogus as hell. These folks don't even live in the hood. They come to the hood every week. They see what's around the hood, but ain't nobody trying to help. I'm not saying there's all churches. I'm just saying my experience in life and what I've seen is this. Now, I know there's some good niggas out there that preach. They got churches who help their communities and give back to their people in their congregation. But I just always feel like, man, I done seen street niggas do more for their people than I done seen the nigga in the pulpit. And that's just my truth. You know what I'm saying?
This is going back to what you said in regards to Jesus, how he was with the street niggas and the prostitutes and all of that. I had a conversation like that with Fred one time. Fred is my cousin. He like write books and everything like that too. He real big into like he a Christian. He real big into like religion and everything like that, Christianity. And, he one of them people that God helped, or Christianity helped him, right? Mm-hmm. And being a Christian, I can see visibly has made him a better man. I will say that as well.
It has.
It made him a better man 100%. And I talked to him about that once. He was like, because I don't know if I want to, be cussing and doing all that and so on and so forth. I was like, listen, bro. And I'll use the example. Jesus was with those type of people. And I told him, like, you not trying to get out here and help the people that's already helped that's in the church with you. You need to go touch them.
Go touch the people. And that's it.
That's what you need to do.
That's it.
Speak their language
Relate
like you
to
know
them.
how to speak.
Right.
Remember that verse that I had told you about? Like, I have become one to many, so I've become one to some, so I can, convert. I forgot exactly how it goes, but it's like in 2 Corinthians or something like that.
Don't
But
talk about it if you don't know. I need the real verse.
All right. I'm going to find it.
I need the real verse, son, so I can go on the Bible app and check that out. I got to download the app first, but I
But I told him, I said, you gotta touch those people because you speak that language. You've been shot. You've been out here fucking around, all that other shit. Like, you've been out here, slaying hoes and shit, all of that type of time. You've been out here on
They
that.
need that from him.
Get out there. Yeah, he need to keep slaying these hoes.
Hey, you right though. Like you brought up Boosie.
Yeah, he need to get out here and reach the peak.
Right, no, he
draw you in. He draw you in.
That's what, but Boosie, right? You brought up Boosie in the other topic with Boosie. His cousin Donk. He got a cousin Donk who been on Creflo Dollar Show and these other little spiritual shows. I don't really fuck with Creflo, but I'm just saying he a nigga that changed his life. You know, he went to prison for and he came out a better man because of Christianity, and he preach about that now. Like that's how he moved. But he's still a nigga from the streets. He still got a gold grill. He still talk that shit if he need to, but he been saved and he follow the Christian faith, but he's still a nigga that know, hey man, these folks over here need help. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's different strokes, different folks. It's different ways. You know, it's all good. Like you say, if it's gonna help you be your best self, go for it. Right. Go for it, dog.
Got that verse, Demo, or you can find.
He ain't trying to find it. He didn't even try to find
I got it. It's right here. It was 1 Corinthians 9-22.
Oh, okay. Nigga said second at first, but it's cool.
I did say second.
Cool.
I was wrong. I was wrong, brother. I was wrong.
How it go?
It goes to those without the law, and this is the which version is this?
It's already 13 verses you gotta read.
I'm gonna do
put it in the comments.
I'm gonna do the New King James version. To the weak I became as weak, that I might win the weak. I have become all things to all men, that I might by all means save some.
Yeah.
So therefore, if
he was everything for everybody.
Yeah. You don't want to. You're not gonna convert everybody, but if you speak the language of everybody,
there for you.
But that goes back to what y'all was saying before. Like if you try to understand everybody, you're gonna convert some. You're not gonna convert everybody, and that's okay. But let them be them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's Christianity. That's religion done right in my book.
I feel you.
I think if I was to dive back into it though, I would go back to my roots, which is Christianity. Like, it's just because I'm familiar with it,
right?
And I try to do my best to thrive in that space and help people. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What you got next, Big? What's up next?
What I got next? Shit. Man, I don't even know. Yeah. No, I'm just bullshitting.
I understand.
I got in August, the She Got Game basketball league is coming to Nashville. My homegirl Cece, her and her co-founder, they bringing it up here. It's like a semi-pro women's basketball league. It's gonna be going on for 8 weeks, I believe. I forgot the location, so don't make me lie. But it's gonna be on Sundays. It's an all women's league. If you're a woman and you're watching, or you a man that got a woman out here that want to hoop, you can go to shegotgamebasketball.com. I'm going to be announcing the games every Sunday and just promoting that, man. Doing weekly shows, man. Sports. Still talking shit about Giannis right now. Still
you was on his ass. I was like, this nigga wrong. He wrong.
I was on Giannis. I was really on the coach.
Why you do Giannis like that?
I fuck with him, but I was really on the coach though.
Yeah. What he do wrong though?
The coach?
No, Giannis. Yeah, what the coach too?
Demo lying. I don't think I was really on his ass like that.
Nah, you was just like the Suns gonna win.
So my prediction was
his
Suns
prediction
in 6.
Was, He wasn't that bad on Giannis.
Coach Bud, he's terrible. And the only reason he got a ring is because of Giannis. I'm cool with him. I'm cool with Giannis. He did his thing. Like, that was historic. But the coach's ass. Like, he got saved. Like, for real deal saved. If Ben Simmons was half the player that Giannis is, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. Because that nigga there is scared as a motherfucker. Motherfucking light-skinned Australian and came to America and shaky as hell out there. I'm sorry.
Talking about Giannis?
No, I'm talking about Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
I'm all over the place, man. They all
been on his ass
I'm upset
too, huh?
Because all he had to do was play. Look, you see Giannis, motherfucker can't shoot no free throws. He ain't got no type of jumper really. But he'll take that motherfucker.
Just use that athleticism.
But he'll shoot it if he want to. He ain't scared.
The Suns gave the Bucks their championship.
Giannis took that.
I was watching
Giannis
that boy.
took
That
that,
boy,
dog.
he fucking blocking. He fucking setting picks.
Think about it like this though.
Rebounding.
Offensively, all you gotta do against Giannis is
That's the coach fault then.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I
It's
said
the
the coach
coach
gave them.
It's more to it than that though.
Yeah,
They couldn't stop that boy.
Everybody used the
First of
same
all, they
blueprint.
bench wasn't
Yeah,
deep
they bench
enough.
was terrible.
Because
Cam
once you
Johnson
get
was
past,
all
I would say once you get past
the Bucks did
DeAndre
have a
Ayton,
deeper
they ain't had
team, though.
nobody. Exactly, they
Bucks
ain't had
did have a
nobody
deeper
to
team.
defend Giannis.
But Giannis,
Nobody could defend
let
that man.
Giannis go 50? No, fuck no.
Could nobody stop him?
think
That's
they
like
can stop
asking
him?
people to
Yeah.
stop LeBron.
Right, bro.
Bruh.
Hey, it's only so much you can do with that nigga.
Right, he gonna get
He
his.
a big boy.
You can make him. You can try. You can say, look, we want him to shoot, right? But then he dropping 8 assists, 7 assists, like because even with Middleton not having great games all the time,
There was a difference.
he
They
still
was
can
hitting.
drop 37.
Yeah.
You know,
they was
40.
hitting in this series.
Like
They
it's
usually don't show
hard.
up like
It's
that.
hard for them.
Yeah.
So when that nigga
Yeah.
on, because I remember Game 6, one of my partners texted us in the group and said, "Man, Giannis going for 40." This was the first quarter.
Yeah.
Giannis had like 7 in the first. He was like, "Man, Giannis going for 40. I mean 50." I said, "Yeah, he gonna try." And motherfucker got 50.
Took that game.
Like
yeah.
he took it, bro. Hey, you couldn't deny him. So I mean, you know, I'm still talking about that a little bit. Portland, you know, I'm debating on what's gonna happen with my boy Dame.
You see, he leave. Did I see somewhere he was leaving Portland? Right?
They trying to people trying to say that.
trying to
but
get
my
him to the
nigga said
Lakers.
he ain't going.
Yeah.
He already said, you know, I'm here. I expect to be here next season. I ain't made no
publicly
final
said that
decision.
already?
Publicly
Ah, okay,
said
okay,
it.
okay.
But now,
I hope that boy leave.
but my nigga might get traded. So if they trade him, I'm going with Dame. You see, I'm wearing Grizzly shorts today. You know, I ain't going to the Grizz, even though they the home team. But I haven't made any decisions yet on my fandom for the NBA yet for this coming season. You
Rocking
know,
with Dame.
yeah, man, I fuck with Dollar, man. He a real nigga.
That man,
You know,
deserve.
he a real nigga. When he hit that 3 on OKC and waved by, I was like, man, that almost brought a tear to my eye.
He a
I done
dog,
suffered
bro.
through Brandon Roy and Greg Oden injuries. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, I'm tired of this. I done suffered through Kobe throwing the lob to Shaq and being on the finals reel every year. Like, I'm tired of going through this shit. And I
Let it out. Let it out.
just want us to win, you know? Like, god damn, man. This shit here, I'm sorry. I ain't mean
That's how
to
I
get
feel about the
emotional.
Cowboys.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You a cowboy, man?
Hard time.
Hard time.
Boy, man, that
That's
nigga.
how you know I'm a good friend too. Bro. I
Yeah,
stick
yeah,
with
you're
you.
right. That's loyal. Jerry Jones got on TV the other day and said he'll do anything conceivable to man to get back to the Super Bowl. He didn't even say to win. He said, I'd do anything.
He know that check.
Will he die?
conceivable to
Because
man."
that's the only way they gonna get back to the
Real
Super
shit,
Bowl is if
bruh.
he die. I'm gonna be
Get that boy
honest
the
with
fuck
you.
up out of there.
Bruh, I was like, damn, bro, this nigga said he'll do anything publicly.
That boy sell his soul.
Yeah, he probably already tried, and God said, I don't want this shit.
And he's a billionaire. And he's
Your
talking about
soul,
selling
nigga?
his soul to win a Super Bowl, and you already got everything. You got everything a man could have
I'm straight, bro. I don't want your soul.
physically.
God, like, nah. I'm good.
Oh,
Him?
oh.
No.
Jerry Jones soul. Oh.
I'll get off my own.
Skip
bro.
that soul.
Oh, that's your owner. That's your master, huh?
Damn.
Oh, he took it there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck it. How about
He
that?
said it. He said it. He said, "Get off, y'all. Get off my owner. My owner."
If I had to go be a slave for anybody, it's gonna be that.
Damn.
Go to Jerry World, nigga.
Skulls
Ain't gonna
opinions.
be a slave for the Titans.
Oh my
That
god.
low ass market.
Damn.
Them niggas don't get paid shit.
God damn, Skull. That was. This is my first time meeting you, brother, and I'm gonna just say, I'm shocked.
Master feed us. He give us a
Man,
place
it's
to
wild,
stay.
bro.
I didn't know he felt that way.
I'm glad he let a little bit of himself slip out just then.
Yeah, that right there was your.
How much
really-
Derrick Henry get paid?
He can make $10 million a year.
Boy, get light as hell. That's how you know nigga finna
He make $10 million.
He get paid more Zeke or Derrick Henry.
Look, brother, I'm not finna count their pockets. They making more than me. That's all I know.
deserve more. We know who deserves more.
Exactly. Derrick, goddamn, he
Absolutely.
a beast. That nigga get paid,
Absolutely.
goddamn.
Hey, but
Crumbs.
Zeke is the
Hey,
reason why
ask-
he ain't getting more.
Ask him if Zeke in the playoffs last season.
Right. When the last time Zeke been to the NFC Championship game? The answer is never.
Dollars is all that matters.
Yeah, that money do matter.
I mean,
He
got it though. They got
ain't
it.
gonna be shot to shit.
Yeah, either way.
Both of them gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
At least he gonna be rich when it's all said and done.
Derrick Henry
is
be
too, though.
killing folk, man.
Yeah, that
This
boy
man,
monster.
cameras,
Still monster,
he
bro.
don't know what he doing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me talking right now.
I can hear you. I have headphones.
One more
on, bro.
thing, and we can head out. We can go ahead and wrap it up about Damian Lillard. Do as a fan,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
think he should go? Do he should leave? Portland?
As a fan of the Trailblazers,
Oh, you're a fan of the Trailblazers?
yeah, I'm a Portland fan.
Yeah, he just a Portland fan.
Oh,
Portland
it's
fan.
different then. It's
Yeah,
different.
It's different. It's
But
different.
still, as a fan though.
But that's why I said where he go, I'm going. If they, cause the franchise, bro, been fucking up.
Yeah.
Right. Like they signed a nigga. What's his name? Derrick Jones, the dude that was in Miami. He
Yeah.
like it's cool to see a nigga dunk, but y'all signed that man for $24 million last year. Like for what?
Yeah.
Like we could have got somebody else. Like the GM should have been fired before the coach, in my opinion. But now that we here, Chauncey Billups, I believe, even though he a first year guy, I think he'll bring in something that they need, a new voice and all that shit. But if Dame is gonna stay, you gotta make the necessary trades to get somebody in there to help. And if you ain't gonna do that, then you might as well trade him. Like you might as well. And I don't want him to go, but shit, if it get to the point to where he come out and say, yeah, I want to trade, then somebody gonna fleece us.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to see him leave, but I think in order for him to win a championship, he gonna have to go somewhere. See, Giannis can stay in Milwaukee and do shit like that because Giannis 6'11", 250.
Right.
Like Dame 6'2", 200. And he ain't in the East, he in the West.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just tough for a
tough.
little nigga to be able to go up against LeBron and AD
Every night.
and Kawhi and Paul George and goddamn Devin Booker and all them folks. So it's just tough. It's tough. So I don't know. To answer your question, man, I'm gonna talk to my people.
Okay.
And we gonna
You
see.
get back with me.
Yeah,
He need to get the fuck up out of there.
yeah, we gonna see.
Portland ain't never win no championship.
Hey, man, hey, my nigga, you wanna take this outside?
I'm a LeBron fan. We got
Like,
plenty.
what's up? What's up, man?
Portland ain't
Like,
never
what's
win
up?
no fucking championship.
All right.
How many masters do you have? He said LeBron is mastered, Jerry's is
LeBron.
mastered.
Yeah, this nigga here, man.
It's crazy.
LeBron, my homeboy, I can call him right now. Yeah.
You know what?
Hit that motherfucker up. Tell him we
Y'all had this conversation off camera. We only got a minute.
Hey, listen. But anyway, again, man, we appreciate you coming in.
Ain't no thing, my G. I'm ready to come back whenever y'all ready.
Yeah, we're gonna put all your information up, man. Yeah, we got a lot more conversations to have. Information for the podcast and all the stuff you got going. Listen, man, this is the ChoppedByT podcast where we get real raw, authentic conversation. Until next time.
I'm so glad.